Sunday, June 21st, 2020. Sister McNair and Alder. The Song I Cannot Sing. HopeInPrison.com. Thursday, April 18th, 2019. The missionaries and I met this evening with Eric's family. Eric has been out of jail for about a month. It was disappointing that Eric didn't show up, but the discussion went forward with Eric's 10-year-old and 12-year-old sons and their grandma. The apartment was pretty chaotic. Multiple families lived there. A couple of babies were crying, men were drinking on the front porch, and the phone kept ringing. Sister McNair and Alder were awesome. Grandma said the only time there was peace in the apartment was when the sisters were there. Nick, the 10-year-old, was listening very carefully and answering the missionaries' questions better than most adults would. Nick reminds me of Mormon chapter 1, verse 2. Mormon, being about 10 years of age, was a sober child and quick to observe. Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019, 7:30 p.m. We weren't able to meet for the missionary discussion at Eric's this evening. He and his family got evicted from their apartment. Sunday, June 21st, 2020. As I was thinking about Eric this morning, I remember my supervisor at the prison in California, Chaplain Charles Ritchie, telling us never to rely on any inmate for anything because they would always disappoint us. This morning I also recalled the words of Federico Beltran. He went by Fred, the police chief in Westmoreland, a small town in California near the prison. Once Fred asked why I wasted my time going to the prison, then said, "They're all just going to hell anyway." Reading through my journal this morning, I found an entry that would answer Fred's question. At least for me anyway. Wednesday, July 18th, 2018. This evening at the jail we sang "There is Sunshine in My Soul," introduced ourselves as sons of God, and had a prayer. For my soul delighteth in the song of the heart, yea, the song of the righteous is a prayer unto me. Doctrine and Covenants, section 25, verse 12. I read the following account from the June 1988 Ensign. Jesus, Listening, Can Hear, by Jean Ernstrom, to the men. I have never forgotten how, in one fleeting moment, the Spirit was powerfully manifest to me through two bright blue eyes. Unable to verbalize, Heather, a 9-year-old girl, sent messages with her eyes. A direct gaze meant yes, and a blink meant no. One Monday morning, I asked Heather if she had a favorite song. Immediately, her eyes focused on mine, and I was suddenly faced with the challenge of determining which song she loved above all others. On Tuesday, we went through the book, but to no avail. Heather liked all the songs, but none of them was the song. On Wednesday, we went page by page through the hymn book. I sang the first phrase of each song, and each time Heather's eyes closed in a definite no. Halfway through the book, I began to sing, "There is Sunshine in My Soul Today." Heather jumped and smiled. Her bright eyes looked directly at me. Together we laughed and reveled in the completion of our 3-day search. I asked the men why this was Heather's favorite song. No answer. "Come on, guys," I said, "you can figure it out." Several of the men started reading through the song, and one of them shouted out, "And Jesus, Listening, Can Hear the Songs I Cannot Sing." Second verse, second line of "There's Sunshine in My Soul." I said, "You got it." Smiley face. I asked the men what they would do if one of their children sang to them. A young Mexican man said if his little daughter sang to him, he would sing with her. Another man said, "When we sing to God, God sings with us. At the end of the class, I asked a young man on the back row to say the prayer. He said he had never prayed before. I told him it was okay, he would do fine. After the prayer, the inmates gave a hearty applause. Most men aren't members of the church and clap when they like something.